it's medical exam paper. Take 19, action. I'm going to do the action this time.
Okay, you go for it.
All right. So what we want to show you is crepe style medical exam paper, which is the big thing in transparent overlays for collage these days. Everybody's excited about it. I've had some of my students give me a sample sheet of it to try it, and they were excited about it. I've seen videos online about it, so I wanted to try it. I'm gonna talk about in the video that it's just yet another one of those transparent papers for overlays and collage, and kind of what you decide to use comes down to a personal preference, really, right?
Absolutely. The one thing that we did discover after the fact, there's no grain to this stuff, so you can tear circles. That's a factor for people like you.
Yes, it is a factor. So you can tear a curve or a circle. It's not like you're limited to tearing it in one direction and it fights you when you go in the other direction, and that's super helpful for collage. Definitely. I didn't tear in the video, the demo that I'm giving. I didn't tear, but I was just focusing on the transparency and the overlay. But yeah, I mean, that's a big deal if you're trying to tear a piece and you don't want to be limited to one direction or the other.
Right. So this is it. We keep thinking it should be narrower, but it's meant to fit an exam table in a physician's office, so it can't be any narrower than 18 inches. So this is what we have. This is an 18-inch long tube, and it's 125 feet long. Now this stuff...
That's impressive that you know that it's 125 feet. What is that in metric?
Go away. You bother me. Go away.
Fine.
Whack. So I'm sure many of you have seen this on sale, for sale online, and when you buy it in a case of 12 rolls. And I'm thinking most of you maybe don't need 12 125-foot rolls. So
not unless you're seeing a lot of patients
or
in your
you're
studio.
doing a lot of printing. One or the other. It would be significant amounts of printing.
It's a lot.
So we'll make these available singly. We have samples at this point. They will be up on the website and available when you want them. I can't tell you what the price is going to be yet because I haven't gotten that far. But I can tell you that you can buy one 18 inch by 125 foot roll. You don't have to buy a case.
That is a huge plus because it's a personal preference. So if you decide that you like a different paper better, or you're not making that much collage work, even I wouldn't use a case of that. I didn't buy it because I didn't need a case of it. So I said to Barb, will you buy a case of it so I can have one roll?
And because I love her, I said, yes.
She said, sure, why not?
Right. I mean, we always figure this stuff out.
Yeah, but I mean, so, you know, for whatever reason, you don't need a case of it. It's awesome that you can get one roll of crepe-style medical exam paper from Joggles.
Yes. Shall we go show them how you use it?
Yes, let's do that.
All right.
So today I want to talk about transparency in layering in collage, and yet another paper that we have found that is wonderful for that technique. We have wet strength tissue paper, we have Usugami rice paper, and we now have medical exam paper. This is the crepe style medical exam paper that many people are excited about for transparent layering and collage these days. So Barb and I decided to get some and try it, and it's really exciting. So I'm going to show you what we're doing with this. So we're going to cut a piece of it off the roll. Comes in a roll like that. I'm going to print, this is my Funky Stems stencil from my new Funky Florals series of stencil designs. And I like the organic shapes of this, and I am going to use this stencil in my demo, but you could use any stencil pattern you want. It doesn't need to be leaves. It could be a pattern that appeals to you. But for me, I love the idea that this is a leafy pattern and I don't have to go out in the yard and get leaves. Maybe it's winter, or maybe you don't live somewhere where it's easy for you to get leaves, so I can achieve my organic leaf pattern with this stencil. So, okay, so I've got my 9x12 gel plate. I've cut off a slice of that medical exam paper, and I'm going to mix myself a nice dark color because I'm going to... Where am I going to be overlaying this? Oh, here we go. So I created 2 abstract collages of gel prints. This is just on paper to demonstrate. But so This is colorful and abstract. It could be text or type or sheet music or print, could be a solid color. I just want to show you how this will show through in the medical exam paper. So I'm going to be layering this print on top of these. All right, so I'm going to start with a nice dark color to contrast with those colors in my collages that I made. So I'm using black. And then this one is caput mortem. Anybody that knows why it's called caput mortem or what in the world that means should drop it in the comments below. Help us out. And then this one is permanent blue violet. So, you know, I don't really like black, so I'm adding these other colors to the black. So we get a nice, dark, rich, purpley black color that will contrast nicely with the abstract collages that I created. So you can see when we blend this together, it's a really nice, deep, rich purple. Probably much darker than you could get without adding the black. So that gives it, it's going to give it nice high contrast, but it's like a really deep, rich purple. So we're going to put the stencil right in there. We're going to take the medical exam paper and print. Now this is the same on both sides. There's no smooth or rough side. This is the same on both sides. It is not coated. So it is not smooth and coated like our typical pad of rice paper. So it does tend to leave some color behind on the plate. It doesn't pull it off completely. But you can see real clearly how the print is going to look because it's showing right through. So I'm just going to give it a little extra pressure on these places where I don't see the paint so well through. So I'll get a really good print. And then I'm going to pull this. And I have this great, solid, dark purple print like that. All right. So I think I have enough room over here to pull this a second time and see if we can get two. This one will certainly be lighter than the first one because we've already taken off a significant amount of that paint. But for these transparent overlays in collage, I like to have a lot of them on hand. So rather than wiping this paint off, you know, even if it's a lighter application of paint, it's really good to have these. And I keep them in a pile in, oh, look at that.
Pretty.
Yeah, I keep them in their own pile so I can use them as, yeah, look at that, as overlays in my collage application. So look at that. That's just got some more variation in the purple. It's actually quite painterly. Mm-hmm. Very nice, yeah. And then lastly, we've got a ghost print, and I'm just gonna pull some of this from the roll here. So I'll just pull this exam paper out and we'll get a positive print. Shoot, I got a little wrinkle in there. Be a little more careful, but again, you know, we can glue it down flat. So this is going to be the positive version of that nice dark black purple. So we actually got 3 prints out of that. So I'll cut this. All right. So now what we want to do is see how that's going to look when we overlay it onto those 2 collages. So I'm going to be working with the first print, the really solid one for the high contrast. But I think that this has a lot of potential as well with that lighter kind of color and the more variation in the purples and a little bit of empty space in the dark area. So this is certainly going to go into the transparent overlays drawer. I have lots of options in there. Okay, so I give you that.
Thank you.
So the first one, and again, these are just gel prints put together. So your abstract collage style. I do incorporate these into backgrounds of my more figurative work, but a lot of people love to just work in abstract. So this is going to be applicable for regardless of your collage style. Okay, so let's cut off the excess here. The stencil is 9 by 12 and that base paper is 9 by 12. So we can, there. Okay, so one thing that I think helps this paper to go more transparent, translucent when you glue it down is to wet it first. So I'm going to spritz it with some water here on the nonstick craft mat. And what's also nice about this paper is that because it's medical exam paper, it's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's not falling apart. I can, you know, pick it up, move it around, and it's pretty sturdy. If it folds over itself, ooh, it's transferring a little paint because it's still wet. That's all right. So the strength of it is nice, unlike your typical craft tissue, which is a lot more fragile. So I did, because the paint was wet, get a few little dots of purple in there, but it makes it more artistic. Right, Barb?
That's right. I won't tell if you don't tell. Oh, wait, you already did.
So I'm just using a big wide brush here because I'm going to coat this whole sheet. So you can do this in, you know, in a larger area, a smaller area. I like to use these sort of abstract sections in parts of my backgrounds. But this could be its own piece altogether. So if I brush on top of that, you know, it's going to be smeary because it's still wet. So I'm going to flip it upside down maybe. I don't know. It's still coming through. Okay, so here we go.
Want some fingers on this end?
Yeah.
Hold this end?
Yeah, there we go. Great. It's like making the bed.
That's right.
Okay, so we'll put that like that. And I'm just going to tap this down. Now, this is the effect that I'm going for. I'm not going to brush my glue over the top right now because I didn't wait for this to dry, and I don't want to smear it all over the place, especially since I spritzed it. But you get the effect here. So, oh, don't you just love this, Barb?
Yeah, it's really interesting the way that all shows through.
So when you have that solid blackish purple, it's obviously blocking out anything from showing through itself. So you see this beautiful funky stems pattern in a unique way of what from the base shows through. So I love this. Honestly, I love this. And I think I love it because you never know how it's going to look. You take the base, but you never know how it's going to peek through the opening pattern in the stencil and what it's going to look like. So when this, if you wait for this to dry, this is acrylic paint, so it's not going to smear when you spritz it if you have some patience, which I don't have.
Oh, nothing to say about that.
Right. Okay. So, but look at that.
That's really pretty.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm taking this home with me.
Okay. You may.
Thanks. Okay, so now we have the second one. So now we have the ghost print of the purple, which should be dry now. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it, trim it. And, you know, why we like this paper, the medical exam paper, is that it is another paper that's sturdy when it's wet. It's nice and transparent, translucent when overlaid. And, you know, whether you use this or deli paper or wet strength tissue paper, there's a lot of different applications. You know, you kind of have to experiment with them and see what you like the best. Okay, let me move this. I don't want to mess this up. This is my favorite thing I've ever made. Okay. All right, so this is dry now, so this shouldn't make my paint move like it did. Okay, nice and damp, so that makes it go more clear. And then when you press the gel medium over the top of it, it's gonna keep it clear, transparent, translucent. So here we go. So we're gonna put this same thing, a nice layer of gel medium over the whole thing. Okay. Ready? This is exciting. Excitement number 2.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right. So now we've got the positive. So the patterning on the lower layer is going to show through in the negative spaces. Okay. And this was my little glitch, my crease in the paper, but that's all right. All right, so now I'm going to put the gel medium on top. I think that's is it moving or is it my imagination? Is that purple smearing?
I think there's a little bit
Yeah.
of smearing, and not a lot, but
I think I gotta wait for it to dry a bit more. So I'm not gonna put but that's what you would do is you put the gel medium over the top and press it all down, and then you have 2 different versions of the same thing. But you want to wait and give your paint a little bit more time to dry than I did because of my impatience. But so let's zoom out so you can really see that. Look at that, Barb. Isn't that exciting?
those are really pretty. I like this one a lot.
Yes, you know what's interesting? I like this one. I like that the patterns show through the positive space, and then you like the patterns show through the negative space.
Well, we are different people.
Yeah, it's super cool though, and you get the 2 different versions with the same sheet. So that's our transparent overlay and collage with medical exam paper, and I hope you found that helpful. Okay, so now that this example from the video has had some time to dry, you can see that there is a slight haze from the white medical exam paper that you see. So it's not completely transparent, translucent. You still have a bit of a haze in it. But what I like about that is that it gives kind of a encaustic kind of feel. You know, encaustic when you're looking through wax and you kind of have that kind of a cloudy. It also helps to subdue the pattern a little bit that's coming through, so it's maybe not quite so busy. You know, so it has a different
It's
effect.
another paper for a different look and feel.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it comes down to what do you want to accomplish, and is this the right paper for it? And if you want that hazy look, then this is absolutely the right paper.
I like it. Like I said, it gives me an encaustic feel, and it also helps to subdue that background pattern so it's not too much. And yeah, I think it's pretty amazing, and definitely a unique effect.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
All
So that's that.
That's it for this week.
All right, we'll see you back here next time.